This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. Okay, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so we got Conway the Machine from Griselda. The feds picked him up. I'm assuming the feds picked him up because they can't understand how these guys are making so much money. I mean, these guys have had Ferraris, all kinds of cars for years now, okay? Westside Gunn used to show his Ferraris. These guys are making a lot of money. And I bet you the feds are trying to figure out how they have so much money because they're kind of underground, mainstream, you know? And I bet you they're just investigating. He was picked up on his way to their DJ's funeral, so we'll see what happens. He wasn't cuffed. He was put in the back of the car. But it might be nothing, okay? Let's hope it's nothing because these guys are necessary for rap, man. I mean, let's just be honest, okay? They're probably assuming they're up to something else. I mean, because, you know, they were back in the day, okay? Not anymore, obviously, but they're very successful, okay? They have almost like a cult-like following with all their merch and everything. Benny the Butchers, you know, this is everybody's doing their thing. So we'll see how that develops. Let's get into this Joe Budden thing real quick. Joe Budden, I listened to a lot of his rant on Spotify, right? Now, Spotify has responded, and I'm going to break this down to you because I think Charlamagne said it best. Joe Budden's blaming Spotify that they undervalued him and everything, and if they did, they did, okay? Should Joe Budden get more money? Probably. These companies are handing out money to people. You know, Joe Rogan deserves $100 million. You get Joe Budden isn't touching Joe Rogan's numbers. Okay, so I hope he is not comparing himself to Joe Rogan's deal for $100 million for probably 10 years with Joe Rogan. Okay, but Joe Rogan signed an exclusive deal with Spotify to take all his stuff off YouTube, everything. And just be on Spotify. Joe Rogan does like 4 million every podcast just on YouTube. It's streamed everywhere. He does a ton of sponsor money, everything. Okay, Joe Budden did an exclusive deal with Spotify 2 years ago, and he said it was for like $1 million. Now he came up for renegotiation, and he's done decent. He says he's number one. He's number one in hip-hop podcasts on Spotify, which makes sense. Think about it. He signed an exclusive deal with Spotify. They put tons of money behind him, put him on billboards and everything. They invested money in him to get him. This is the funny thing. Then he said millions are coming from everywhere. They're promoting you. They're putting tons of money into you and marketing you like a label would. So, yeah, you got $1 million, but they probably pumped millions into promoting you and other podcasts they have. So that brings more money for you. So when the renegotiation comes out, you got to think it from the company standpoint too, okay? Both. Am I for Joe Budden getting more money? And he said they were going to offer him a lot more money, and Spotify said we did offer him a lot more money. And we wanted to keep him at Spotify, but he decided to move on, and we wish him the best. Joe Budden can still be on Spotify. Don't let him make you think that he's not going to be on Spotify anymore. He can release his podcast on Apple, Spotify, Tidal, just like an album. It can be on everything. And he would still get the streams. But he wants an upfront deal from somewhere because it's easier. It's like being signed to a label. He should just put his podcast out independently on all platforms and get brand deals. And if he feels like he can make more money doing that, that's the best way to go. He applauds Russ and people like that, but doesn't take his own advice. Okay? Charlamagne said, you always have problems with all these companies. At one point, you got to look at yourself and say, is it me? Joe Budden probably thought, just like when Joe Budden was negotiating his Complex deal, he thought that he deserved a piece of Complex, who's been around for a long time. I think he made the right move moving up from Complex. Obviously, it worked out for him. But you're not going to get a piece of a company that Verizon just spent $250 million buying into. It's a crazy way to look at business. Imagine LeBron James saying, "Hey, I want a piece of the NBA. I'm the top player right now." That would never happen. It just wouldn't happen. You'd have to buy your way in. And Joe Budden could buy his way in, but you got to make enough money to buy your way in. Anyways, he's ranting about this. Spotify responded, and then he said, F you on your deal. Joe Budden should just go indie, get sponsorships. They already have sponsorships on his pull-up. Do sponsorships on your podcast. Put it out everywhere. You don't have to sign an exclusive deal anywhere. In fact, you have more power not signing an exclusive deal. He knows to do that, but he's ranting on because he really does want to be signed. Everybody else is being signed. Snoop's being signed. Nicki got signed to Apple a while back. Drake did a big deal with Apple. Snoop just did one. Gilly just did a big deal with Barstool. It's like... And, Joe Budden did set this trend with rappers becoming podcasters. Anyways, we'll see how this all pans out. Then we got Drake. He's up to something in New York. It sounds like he's doing a pop-up shop. I know he has a candle thing out. He has a new Nike thing coming out. We'll see how all that pans out. Probably be huge. And then he has his album coming, obviously, in a week or two. People thought it was going to drop tonight. It didn't. Yo Gotti dropped a single tonight, if you're interested. R. Kelly allegedly was an inmate came after him over supporter protest. Singer sustained very minor injuries. Anyways, I don't know what's going on with that. R. Kelly is not having such a good past couple of years. Rightfully so, I guess, right? Anyways, it's just like this guy was into some weird stuff, man. Didn't completely respect women, but he could sing his ass off. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are having a great night. Know that you're special. You're worth it. You guys just keep moving forward, man. Stay consistent. Everything will happen for you just in due time. We all go through ups and downs. I'm going through ups and downs all the time. Trust me. I appreciate you guys for listening to me. And just stick to it, man. Even if you're feeling down, force yourself to get up and keep going. Because you know what? If you don't keep going, it will stop. So keep going. Keep pushing forward. Keep climbing those stairs till you get to the top. I appreciate you guys. And I'll check you guys next one. This is Jordan Tower JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Into the day or go to sleep. I don't know what time it is for you right now. I'll check you guys later. Peace.